Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Rivals Pro. We have a lower bracket round 2 game for you here this evening between Jokerj and I'm going to say Mehdi, but I might be butchering the pronunciation. Not too sure on that one. I hope I've not got that completely wrong. A little bit late. I was having some microphone issues. I'm hoping I sound okay now. But we're here just in time to begin our map picking phase, or the ban phase as we actually start with. So both players will take turns to ban a map of the 7 that you can see across the bottom of your screen. First up should be Joker, who has banned Isle of Sgâil. So we will not be heading over to sunny Scotland on this fine Saturday evening. Now over to Mehdi, who has gone for a very quick Haven Island ban. So we're not heading over to sunny Haven. And the picks now, with Jokerj choosing Hokkaido, which I believe is proving quite the favourite so far. I think that's... I've not looked at the stats, but I would take a guess and say probably the most common map we've seen. We're sticking in Season 1 for Mehdi's choice, and we're off to Sapienza. Now we have each player with another ban, and that is Berlin gone from Joker. And our final ban from Mehdi. Having a little bit more thought. Ban Miami, so we're off to Whittleton Creek, so which is, I believe, another pretty popular map so far in Rivals Pro. I believe we've seen this now 3 or 4 times, I want to say, maybe even more. Maybe I should dig these stats out as we wait for our players. They will be making their item bans any second now, which, of course, will start with Mehdi choosing to ban an item on Hokkaido first. Because the way that works is player B will ban an item from the opposing player's map first, and then the player who picked it will get a second choice as well. Those choices are, of course, reversed for map 2, and map 3, the decider. Both players make them at the same time, and if it's the same item, it's the same item, and it's as simple as that. So let's head on over to our match screen, and we'll be having those item bans ever so soon. Sorry if I sound a little bit ill still as well. I'm still not feeling 100%. I felt I needed to get back on the casting game. So, might not be the most energetic cast I've ever done in my life. But I shall do my absolute best, and it might even be a 2 cast depending on how this game progresses. We have got another game that will begin immediately after this one, between Infofun and Yanini. And here, yeah, so we have some, I guess you could say, tough bans. I believe this should be the right way around. So Mehdi has banned key hackers, and Joker has chosen to ban the Seeker. Means the conventional isolations, I guess you could say, or one of them with the Seeker, to get Yuki into Portman's bathroom will not be happening, at least via Seeker. Maybe the old remote emetic in a briefcase, or we might just see the snail down by the... I always forget what the word is, but the little the sort of escape thing that she uses. My brain isn't working to full effect yet, so I can't think of what it's actually called. But we all know what I mean. It's another one of the standard isolations. And we have the spin coming up at 5 minutes past the hour, so in about 90 seconds or so. And I'll be honest, so I've played one game of Rivals Pro already, and I've got to say I like the format, the item bans. Even if it's nothing too meta changing, just that extra sort of thought that you have to put into everything is definitely something I'm a fan of. I really enjoy the concept, so thanks very much, Punky, for bringing this one to life. It's, yeah, it looks a lot of fun, and from the games that I've caught so far, there's definitely some meta changing ideas. I know we saw a Haven Island without emetics. Which isn't too outrageous in terms of difficulty, but it's still always sort of just nice to see something different for a change. Having to see players use their heads is always nice, in my opinion. I have some audio from Jokerj. It might be a little bit loud, actually. Turn that down. A little bit broken for me at the moment. 2 seconds. Not actually sure. Hang on a second, guys. I have to make some OBS changes. Yeah, hopefully that audio now should be a little bit more bearable. Shouldn't be quite as loud. Welcome in, everyone. Hey, in for fun. Hello, Moo. Hope everyone is doing okay. Yeah, Spin has gone live. Sorry, yeah, I'm still a bit ill, so I completely missed that. Eric Sodas, we have Throw the Heart into the Trash Can as a resort security, and Yuki Yamazaki Fire Axe as the bodyguard. So, I'll be honest, this is a very difficult spin here without key hackers, meaning the heart into the trash can is going to need probably the little remote tool to trigger the I can't think what the word is, like the sort of brain chip or the neuro chip in that guy's head that will instantly open the door for free. Does the snail? The snail might go through the wall. Actually, that's definitely an option, I suppose. Because I think the bodyguard can get in there. Thinking about it. Yeah, the fire axe. I believe there's only one fire axe on the map, and it is in the little security room on this end of the map, as opposed to the sort of easier one, sort of in the bottom of the morgue. I like this from Joker. He knows about the wall bang. It is, of course, soundproof once you get out there. I'm going to move the director to one side so he can take that bodyguard disguise out and about. Will make traversing the map that much easier. Mehdi pretty much doing the same thing, but just taking a little bit longer to do so. Having a bit of a pause, have a think. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, the sodas isn't as easy as I originally thought, but I'm sure some people will have a way better knowledge of this than myself. I wouldn't pretend to be an expert of Hokkaido. After my performance here the other day, oh, there is a fire axe here. Maybe I was thinking of. Oh, I'm thinking of the fire extinguisher on her. Yeah, there's only one fire extinguisher, so that is nothing too crazy at all. Jokerj clearly proving he has a better in-game knowledge than myself right now. Mehdi knows this as well. I'm going to blame my sort of COVID recovery brain here. Joker having some difficulties. I believe this is because he distracted the guard originally with a different thrown item, and it just sort of gets everything a little bit sort of confused. Oh no, not even that. The guy just isn't interested whatsoever now. He's probably going to have to go for a different resort security. He doesn't want to spend too long working on that. Mehdi's going to go back for the kill already, but he's run into the hospital director, and that will be a rip and a restart coming from Mehdi. Joker going to grab a morgue doctor disguise. Oh, he just wants them to not hear the snail. There we go. I was going to say, he doesn't need the morgue doctor, but I thought he might have just been going in for convenience. But, of course, the bodyguard is allowed in that bottom room, so that will cause no problems there. Now he just needs a disguise. He has got some spare trank darts now, so he could just trank both of those guys at the bottom here. Looks like that might be where he's heading. Oh, he's lured a handyman somehow. That's an interesting one. I'm wondering if he maybe heard that from outside? And that was why the resort security guard wasn't responding. That's very strange. I can't say I've seen that one before. I'm sure someone has. Oh, another rip from Mehdi here. Who's there? Joker now will be able to grab his resort security. He's managed to finally get him in at last. Yeah, and obviously everything is all clear down in the morgue now, so he can go and throw that heart into the trash can with minimal difficulty. He can head straight on over for this fire axe kill. The director should be long gone now. And I think Joker doesn't need to drag him here. The bodyguard from the other side is already opening that door for him. But good knowledge to bring it anyway, just in case. And many bodyguards to choose from. Now he can head over with the fire axe, and he can take down Yuki. She's already isolated, of course, so he'll have absolutely no problems. And there's an exit right next to him for even more added convenience, and that will be pretty much good for Joker. I don't actually think there's anything here that could go wrong for him. Hopefully that's not a caster's curse, but he should have absolutely no difficulty whatsoever. It should be 0.1 to Jokerj. Mehdi, pretty good performance. I mean, he was actually sticking along with Joker for the initial part. They were both doing the same strat. Opted to go for the Yuki kill first, however, and just got caught by the director. And yeah, unfortunately, that one rip, or two rips as it was, I think in the end, has cost massively. Joker, 4:33 in-game time, pretty quick in the RTA as well. And that is map 1 to Jokerj confirmed, which moves us over to Sapienza, which, as I said, is of course the choice of Mehdi, meaning he gets the second item ban this time instead. So Joker will be doing our first item ban. So he'll be talking to GK Punk, who is our match admin at the moment, who... That was I just read a message from a while ago. He accidentally closed all his tabs on Chrome or browser, which is funny enough that I'm going to mention it on cast, so it is permanently humiliated for GK. Yeah, we'll have these bans coming in any second now. I'm looking forward to Sapienza. I don't actually know. I've not seen all of the Rivals Pro games. I don't know if Sapienza has proven a popular choice. If anyone can let me know. I'm assuming someone here in for fun, perhaps, if you're still around. You might have the answers I seek. Yeah, this is definitely an interesting one, because it is obviously fairly, well, as proven by the fact that it's in this tournament, it is a bit of a fan favourite. Most people know the timings to isolate regardless of what items they have. The bans here might be for personal gain rather than to sort of try and confuse your opponent, which isn't something we've necessarily seen. We have an EMP ban from, I believe that should be Joker, and a snail ban from Ebra Mehdi. So that should be not too bad. The EMP, of course, very easy to get around with a sniper, if that is how you choose to play the map. Some people choose that regardless. And snail, not too bad. I think the trank probably would have been a more difficult choice, just for isolating Silvio. Having those trank darts is just super useful. The snail's not something I tend to use too much. Yeah, as Colin has just mentioned, yeah, it does help with Lafayette if you use the Buffayette strat, as I believe it has been coined. That is, again, pretty easy to skirt around with like a Seeker dart, or well, Seeker and a trank if you feeling particularly, well, I don't know, loadout free, I suppose is the way of wording it. It's, yeah, pretty easy to get around this map regardless. So this could come down to, you know, just who knows the map better. Which is tough on Sapienza, because I do believe most people are pretty confident with this map. That it's obviously been in the game since 2016. And yeah, pretty straightforward as far as this goes. There's a few disguises that can confuse anyone, things like the Red Plumber. Especially if combined with another awkward disguise like the Street Performer or the Priest, anything like that. Store Clerk is my least favourite. Just have to bring an item to unlock the doors. But plenty of awkward spins, so I'm going to hope for one of those right now. Obviously, neither of these items particularly sort of ban any sort of particular spins. You know, like no one's chosen to ban a fiber wire or anything like that. So both players must be reasonably comfortable with all the kill conditions. Both of them just showing us some practice here. 30 seconds until our spins. I'm just trying to think. You know, I mean, I'm always a fan of loud kills. They're always good. But that does normally mean remote kills, which isn't quite as interesting. Live kills are definitely the awkward ones in funky disguises. Things like, injected poison is always a good one, just because you really run that GRB risk. So, yeah, I'd like to see a good spin here. We've had a really short Hokkaido. Let's see what we get. Just a couple of seconds away, and we have Silvio Caruso, Explosion Accident as the butler, and Francesca DeSantis, Assault Rifle as the delivery man. So, nothing super outrageous as far as the kills goes. Obviously, the Explosion Accident. Pretty easy on Sapienza. There is propane flasks all over the place. The Assault Rifle can be brought in. The delivery man, not too difficult to grab. And with Emetics being on the map still, it shouldn't be a problem to get the butler. We'll see what we get here from these guys, but I'm very much expecting some quick planning, which, yeah, we've definitely seen from Jokerj. He's already loading in. And he has the advantage of being on a next-gen console, so he's very, very quickly in. He'll be heading over to grab his delivery man. Quick trank. Yo. Mehdi just loading in now as well. He'll be about 20 to 30 seconds behind. I'm not sure which console generation he is on. Looks to be perhaps the older generation with some slightly slower loading times. Obviously, there's no photo finishes in Rivals Pro either. Puts him a little bit behind here, but yeah, nothing too stupid. 30 seconds behind, definitely able to make that up, I would say, with some good routing. Instantly going to do the same thing and go for that delivery man disguise. Jokerj has taken out his assault rifle. He brought that actually with him originally so he could open the doors quicker. Had another trank stashed in the ICA safe house. Again, that's probably just to make things easier. Doesn't need that at all, but it just means he can get Francesca quicker if he chooses to risk it. Doing the standard infiltration. Mehdi going for a different choice. He's just going to take his assault rifle out right here and shoot through this little door, which does close the gap somewhat because he can grab a different smuggle from the kitchen pantry. Probably saved himself a few seconds there. Both players are going to be they're going to end up waiting for Francesca unless they choose to use some of these spare tranks they have and want to risk sort of a second guard, I guess. Jokerj throwing a crowbar at the ceiling. I believe that should send the guard upstairs. This is a fairly new sort of strat that I've heard, and that brings the other guard in instead. He's actually turned around as well. These guards are quite useless, and Jokerj is going to knock out Francesca. That should bring him in now, but plenty of time to drag her into the bathroom. Get this kill done. But he's even going to just do the trank first. A little bit risky there, actually. It wasn't the strongest and safest trank I've ever seen in the world, but managed to pull that off. He has now got a mansion security disguise if he wants it, which he doesn't. Jokerj, I'm guessing, is going to go and isolate Silvio, because he will need to grab the butler disguise before he can do this, but he has got a propane up on the roof here, which we just saw Mehdi move. Mehdi is going to choose to play this safe and is going to wait for the 2:30 timing for when Francesca is sort of self-isolated, even though she does still have a guard in the room, which makes it significantly less risky. Yes, it was very, very close on that Frank. I think he didn't want to let the door shut, but he just about missed that timing. So, going to trank the two guards with Silvio now. Oh no, he's just going to trank the one, throw the propane at the other. I will lock Silvio down, but a quick titanium crowbar to the skull. A pretty quick solution for that. Jokerj is going to have to wait for this guard. I know he's still got a spare trunk, as trunks are plenty. In fact, he's actually just going to do some very risky knockout strats. I don't know what he wants that trank for. He must have some kind of trank in mind for the butler. Mehdi is now also going to Silvio. He's going to trank this one guard, throwing crowbars around for the arrest. Got a body found, but that's the delivery man who is tranked at the front door. Joker's just hiding the knocked out bodies. Very, very careful. Not the worst thing in the world. Camera taken out, so nothing to worry about there. Let's see how he goes about the butler grab here. On which body is that? That must be a tranked body, but I'm not sure where that tranked body. Oh, that's in Francesca's office, of course. And so he's going for just a simple thrown item here, but that will bring in Mansion Guard instead. I have to figure something out here. I'm going to trank this lady in here. That does mean he hopefully sort of throw a further away crowbar. That only gets the attention of the butler. Seems to have worked that time. He didn't leave the doors open though, so he's going to have to do a second part of this chain. Or maybe he just about caught him in time. That was very close for Joker, but that guy shouldn't get found there. Pretty nice butler disguise grab. Mehdi's sort of doing something similar, but rather than trank this lady, he has had to knock her out. He's going to delay him slightly. He's managed to get the crowbar through first time. Joker, because he has the bodies hidden that were knocked out, he can do that straight away, get the kill. And this is looking very, very good here for Joker, given that we, as I said, there is no photo finish, meaning chances are he's probably going to be taking this win unless anything goes crazy wrong in the caves here. Won't have an EMP, of course, but he should have plenty of means. He'll probably just play this safe and go for the old stalactite drop. Or is he? Oh, he's going to go for the snipe. Let's see. Got that console aim. Lock on. No, he's just going to keep going. Has got plenty of shots in this assault rifle. Not going well so far. This is giving Mehdi a bit of time to catch up. Joker reloading, even though he had 18 bullets left in his mag. Oh, and he's... Oh, I cast a curse at him. I'm so sorry. That is red guns. Mehdi, meanwhile, has just got the Silvio kill, I believe. Yeah, and he's now in the caves. And that is... if I wasn't feeling a bit ill still, I would have way more enthusiasm for what just happened. Or maybe not enthusiasm, but way more... of a coloured voice, I should say, because that is a crazy unfortunate rip for Joker, all because he chose to do that crazy snipe instead. And I'm very much hoping Mehdi is just going to go for the stalactite drop. No, he's going to go for a snipe as well. Very difficult to see because, of course, he does have this wacky setup because he is unable to native stream from his console. But the admins have deemed the quality good enough to sort of make do, and I perfectly agree. And he has managed to hit that shot, so as long as he's able to do the drop and get to that exit without a problem. And he's buffering right at the wrong time here. Let's do a really quick refresh. And PS isn't set up to refresh. But quick. We've gone back in time somehow. We know he's going to hit the shot here. Makes the drop. This feels very pressured now. We've gone back in time. Oh, it's buffering again. Oh, and he's gone offline. I'm guessing Punky will probably have more information. He will have seen a done button come up. I hope anyway, because he definitely should have finished that spin. We just need to see the 5-star screen. But it looked perfect. Yeah, this is an interesting end. I will hopefully await to hear from Punky. I'm very much hoping he gives us some kind of confirmation if he's received a message from Mehdi here. Really hope he's not just DC'd at the worst time. That definitely would have been a map win, 100%. He did press done. Okay, that's fine. So, fingers crossed here. I mean, that does mean we will have the RTA of when he did press done, which, I mean, we've not had a situation like this before, but I'm guessing it would mean benefit of the doubt if he's able to show us a 5-star screen, would he take the win? I don't know how this works. Believe it or not, this hasn't really happened before. Joker's ripped again anyway. One more refresh. No, he's having some difficulties. I really hope he can get back to us soon. This is not ideal. We'll carry on talking. About Joker. He's just had a rip, so let's basically watch him do the same strat he did, because he was pretty much out. Realistically, he was literally on the doorstep of the exit before he decided to go for those AR snipes, which even on PC is very difficult to do. Stalactite is definitely the way to go. He is back live. He just needs to press next. We just need to see the next screen. Mehdi, if Punky, if you can just let him know if you can, please, my friend. But this should be going all level at 1-all. Having some camera movement, so he is definitely around. Need to see that next screen. It's a very anxious wait here. I'm pretty confident that should be 5 stars. It looks absolutely perfect at the end. Well, maybe not perfect, but sniping it with an FA pistol is probably what I would consider commendable. And there we go, 5 stars, Silent Assassin. We saw everything was legit, and that is 1 apiece. And Joker is probably going to be a little bit frustrated by that, because he knows how close he was to that exit point. But that is Hitman, and what can you do? So, yeah, now we're over to, I believe the third map was going to be Whittleton Creek, I believe. I've already forgotten. The map bans feel such a long time ago, even though that isn't the case at all. Joker, I'm hoping, has received notification. Just choosing to play on for fun. At least we've got the stream back. That's what matters here anyway. Joker's strat doesn't appear to have worked here, but gone for a scuffed version instead. And I'm actually going to carry on talking about Joker here, because this really that didn't really go all that well. Missing like 2 steps of him walking to the plane. I mean, there's very little he could do that's illegal in terms of walking to the plane, so he'll yeah, be able to give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. I'm guessing he didn't do any like out of bounds leaps in that last 2 steps, so it should be all good. But yeah, but it's actually a very good run from both of those guys. They were actually mirrored isn't the right word, but they were very, very close considering how much quicker Joker got into the map originally. And yeah, just Mehdi was able to make a little bit of a, well, quite a lot of time back up actually, with his pistol sniper working. Obviously, Joker, even without the rip, it would have been very close. Yeah, it was a pretty good run from both of these guys. We've already got bans very quickly here. We've banned remote emetic device and the bubblegum. Bubblegum, not a bad choice here, because it is quite useful for a few of the disguise grabs on this map. Obviously, the barbecue owner being the main one that people tend to use that for anyway. Yeah, we should have Wilton Creek. I've not had a time yet, but I'm guessing it'll just be in a couple of moments. And I'm looking forward to this, because both of these guys have put on a good show. So, yeah, let's bring on the finale. There is, of course, a few. There's some different bans on maps. So there's no fire axe available. Another axe. Is it a hatchet on this map? I always forget. But both of those items are banned. I think there might be a couple more as well. Let me just have a quick look here. So the fire, the beak staff, and the battle axe, that's the one I was thinking of, are banned for both targets. Consume poison for Nolan Cassidy. Fall for Nolan Cassidy and Falling Object for Janus. There are banned conditions for Whittleton Creek.
So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. A cigar box with
Oh yes, it's not Fire Axe. I for some reason just read that completely wrong. Sorry. Yeah, thanks, Punky. It's fire as an accident kill. I should. Yeah. I can blame all of this on COVID brain. Still, I think, even though I've not got it anymore. Yeah, so it's just a fire as accident kill, and then it's beak staff and battle axe, which are banned for both targets. I just like the word axe. Okay, everyone, get over it. Fine, we move on. Yeah, spin is going to be here at 31 past the hour, which is actually just 40 seconds away. And I mean, I'm hoping for some kind of, just a unique disguise. Not the plumber though. The plumber's too easy. Barbecue owner, that's what I had in my match the other day, but I was able to use the bubblegum, so that was a lot easier. The real estate broker, that's always a sort of interesting disguise to grab. Some people really struggle with that. I think that's what Mehdi was about to show us before he realised how close the spin was to going live. And speaking of which, it'll be here in just 5 seconds. So let's see what we're going to get here. We have Janus, the Hatchet, as the Garbage Man, Nolan Cassidy drowning as Janus's nurse. So the two items that are banned probably won't have too much of an impact here, because obviously the Seeker will replace the remote emetic for Cassidy. Trying to think, I always forget where the hatchet is. I believe that's the one that's buried by the construction worker area. The Garbage Man is a disguise you can start in. We've seen both of those guys go for that straight away. One less thing to worry about. It's also very close to the nurse disguise, if they wanted to grab that straight away, just so it's ready for them. No need, though, of course. They'll probably want to get up to Janus as quick as possible. Jokerj in very quick. Mehdi, again, just taking a little bit more time to pre-plant. Jokerj going to head straight over. Is he going to get the nurse on his way to the hatchet? And if you bump this deputy and then use the bell on the bike, the nurse will go for the bell instead. Yeah, Jokerj doing exactly that. Hide him in these bushes. Mehdi now getting loaded in. So he's once again, he's going to be about 30 seconds behind. Nothing outrageous. He's actually going to dump. And let's see, an instant replan from Mehdi. Actually, he's going to go for something different. Jokerj picks up his smuggle point from that little shed. Chances are, by the time that these guys get back to Janus, he'll probably be downstairs. So they might just choose to go through Janus's kitchen and isolate him downstairs. It won't be in isolation because he will be dying, but definitely it's a pretty easy map to move illegal objects around. There's obviously plenty of fairly empty backyards. The hatchet is very easy to get across to Janus's house. It's an illegal item, as it is for the Garbage Man. And Mehdi is actually changing. He doesn't want to start Garbage Man. He's going to go for a suit start here. Jokerj getting quite a lot of whoosh off of a random lady walking past there, but doesn't get through that problem. Mehdi going for a suit start. Let's see what he's got planned. The Garbage Man, it's definitely not a difficult disguise to grab. There's basically one semi-free over by the hatchet anyway. Jokerj opted to run this through the very busy garden rather than across the quieter ones, but he's managed to get across anyway. Janus is downstairs already. Again, a little bit of whoosh from the bodyguards. Able to get in, no problem. Trank this guy. And he just needs to worry about Gunther. Once Gunther's gone, in fact, he's going to be tranked as well. He has the darts, but may as well. And throw a hatchet to Janus's face. Doesn't need to move that body because he will, I believe, get spotted where he is when that guy upstairs turns around. So this might be a problem here for Jokerj. Have to be careful there. Mehdi has got that Garbage Man disguise that I was talking about, I believe, and he's going to go and grab the hatchet now himself. He's also got a briefcase, which will make moving the hatchet even easier than it normally is. And I'm guessing Joker, Janus must be in a position where he doesn't get spotted. A little bit further over, because that guy must have turned around by now and he's not been spotted yet. So someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure I'm probably wrong on that. It's probably much safer than I think it is. But, Joker now just going to head over to where he left the nurse disguise in that little shed. Got plenty of time to make it over to Cassidy. And I don't actually know if you can drown Cassidy in the bird bath. I've never actually tried. I don't know if anyone who is in chat can let me know, because that would make it even easier. I've always got him when he's just sort of going into the house, so I'm not sure how that works. Can't. Yeah, that would... I mean, I suppose technically if the bird bath was full, you should be able to, but I'm guessing that means we'll see both players have to let him go into the garage unless they're able to get to him where Joker is here. If they can get him close enough to this house, he should go into the... I always forget the name of these people. Is it the Wilsons having the party?
Darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those
Grabbing a
baddies back there? And Mr. Wilson just
grabbing a
standing behind the
rat poison for some.
curious.
Give him a quick bump. I think he must be... I don't know what he's doing actually. I think he's just going to go for the clues right now.
Okay.
Bit of attention from James Batty. And Mehdi has had a replan here. Yeah, I believe he is going to have met at the house, but does Cassidy always take the bathroom? Is that how that works? Yeah, Joker having some real issues here. That was a lot of whoosh. And that was probably a little bit scary there, but actually managed to get out of that somehow.
James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter.
He has got all three of his clues. Any second now. Famous cigar box that everyone grabs will be last. So I'm guessing now he's going to head over here. Yeah, let's see if he does met at the house. I assume he must have a better knowledge than me. Or not unless he... Oh, he does have a seeker actually, so I'm guessing he'll just seek just him maybe. Seek him first, then seek the rest of the house after. I don't know. No, he must have better knowledge than me. If you wait till he's closest to the bathroom, maybe he must be able to take that first. I wish I knew this stuff. I mean, you know, not something I tend to practice a great deal. Don't know if Joker does know this, fair play to him. And no, he's gone outside. And I don't know where he's going to head, but he's going to see a knocked out body here. And where is he heading? That's the question here now. Is he going to head to a bin? Yeah, I'm guessing he's probably going to need to restart here because he's going to be sick into a river. Only for 4 kills. I mean, he does have that seeker in his inventory. So is he? No, he's just going to restart. He's not even going to try and wait for all that to end, which fair enough by me, to be perfectly honest. Not too long of a map, but it is now going to be at a near 2-minute deficit on Mehdi. He's going to go... No, he's not going to instant replant. Let's focus on Mehdi for a while now. So he has his garbage man disguise. He's not gone to start again. He's stuck with the suit start. He likes that briefcase. Make things that much easier to transport the hatchet across. He'll be going for the same thing. Knock out this guard in the kitchen. Knock out Gunther. And then that hatchet into his face. He's actually going to move this guy out of the way, which isn't strictly needed, but not a bad idea to at least move some of your bodies out of the way. Could be a baseball to the back of Gunther's head. Getting awfully close. Definitely could have thrown that, but each to their own. Just dropped his hatchet. Janus completely unaware that his bodyguard has just been smashed in the face with a baseball. But you know, that is the kill done for Mehdi, and now he is actually going to drag the body because And I'm fairly confident it should be something that can be spotted from up above. But he should have all of his bodies out of the way now. None of those should get found. Head downstairs and he can clue number 1. Knock this guy out. Isn't a fan of the thrown object, by the look of it. He likes to do his KOs manually, which makes him a braver man than me. I do not trust the Q prompts at all. To be perfectly honest, they were very, very scary with GLBs, etc. And here we have Joker doing a slightly safer route this time. Still had to go into the Wilson's garden, but only for a second. Yeah, a lot of whoosh, and that could have been a rip very easily there for Joker. He is now going to do the same thing we've just seen on Mehdi's stream. Mehdi, does he know about the old bump and bell trick? Does. That'll be his nurse grab. As long as the jogging lady's not around, it should be fine. He's even got a trank. Easier.
We are close now. 47.
Left that a bit late. He definitely could have turned around, but fortunately he didn't. So let's see what Mehdi does here. Oh, and there's one of those sort of GLBs there for Joker. I didn't see exactly what happened. I was looking at Mehdi's stream. He got caught in combat, and another restart for Joker here, who I'm sure by this point is probably getting frustrated. That's Hitman. Not much you can do about it, unfortunately. Mehdi is now in his nurse's disguise. Steam roll on over to clues, maybe, or is he gonna wait? Just gonna get ready for the drowning kill. So let's see how Mehdi goes. Also gonna let this guy go past, knock him out. Hide him because the exterminator might come in if he. Yeah. Yeah, so he's also going for the poison vial, and he same thing. Let's see where Cassidy goes here, but there's actually an extra guard inside here. See what happens. Which? Oh, and he has gone to the bathroom here for Mehdi, so that should be. He didn't turn the machine off. He's gonna have to be very careful here. Ooh, he will turn it off for him. The bathroom might be safe still. I'm not 100% on that. He will be sick for quite some time anyway. He's actually got a sedative syringe. Take that guy out for him. He can turn it off himself now. Still didn't turn it off though. Or was it already turned? Oh, yeah, it must have already been turned. He'll be getting this drown kill. Everyone from outside has got far enough away that they shouldn't see this. He just has to grab his clues, and this might be Mehdi taking a 2-1 victory here over Joker. All because Cassidy didn't go to the right bathroom for Joker, or any bathroom for that matter. He just went straight to the river. Joker's just missed a trank dart, but he should have a spare one of those. Mehdi just running around like a bit of a madman. He has Batty knocked out in here, so nothing to worry about in Batty's gun. He just now needs the cigar box. Will of course be trespassing around here, but these guys should still be sick for quite a while. Has the dig prompt straight away. And yeah, you're right. It's either unfortunate for Joker or smart by Mehdi. I don't know if there's a logic to that emetic house to get that drown kill to work. But either way, that is Mehdi. He's out, and we've had no stream rips here. And speaking of rips, Joker's just gone for a replan. It's not going to matter because Mehdi is out. Once he shows us that 5-star essay screen, we should be GG. Waiting for that 5-star. There we go. Confirmation will come from GK any second now. There we go. And that is Mehdi, who is advancing onto the losers bracket round 3, where we can find out who he faces if we flip on over to the brackets. Probably haven't updated yet, but I know there is another game after this. Try and keep things running fairly smooth. So he will advance to the lower bracket round 3, as I said, and he will face the winner of Papier Fresse versus Nezuko, which is scheduled in. If we have a look at our upcoming matches, another game happening. We have that top one. We've got all the historic games there because I didn't fix this. I did get told how to fix it. Here we go. So we have Infofun and Yanini happening, like I said, any second now. And we also have, in a couple of days' time, Papier Fresse versus Nezuko. That is Monday. 9:30 is BST, so CEST will be an hour ahead, so that's 10:30 PM. And it's apparently been updated. Let's give it updated. I'm already on the wrong screen, actually, so ignore that. It doesn't matter. Either way, yep, we have Mehdi advancing. You can see actually from the third one there, the Joker's name has gone grey because he has now been eliminated from the lower bracket. And yeah, I'm now going to go to the Idler while we figure out what's happening for the next game. I'm not sure. I believe GK is going to stay as the admin. I might still be casting, but we'll figure that out in a second. But thanks very much for watching. GK, thanks very much for adminning this one, and we'll catch you guys for the next one.